What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I've been watching a lot of Jackson 5 videos, and I'm just intrigued with the man. I just got through reading Jermaine Jackson's book, You're Not Alone, Michael, and I really endorse that book. I suggest you pick it up. It's real good. Great book, man. I may do a review on that later, but right now I want to talk about Michael Jackson again. I want to talk about his vitiligo condition and all the nose jobs that he got, and the other surgeries that he got also with the chin and the lips, all that. So, in my opinion, I really think that he didn't, cause I really think the vitiligo didn't spread to his face. So, I really think he didn't have to lighten his skin like he did, because vitiligo didn't spread. Jermaine Jackson talks about he had vitiligo on his thigh, but it didn't spread. He had a small patch on his thigh, but it didn't spread, all over. And Prince, Michael Jackson's son, also has vitiligo. There's pictures on the internet when Prince takes his shirt off, of Prince with his shirt off, and you can see he has patches of pale white skin. And I thought that was impossible for a white person to have vitiligo, but they have vitiligo also. And I thought you couldn't tell if a white person had vitiligo, but apparently you can. I don't know if Prince had a tan or what. But anyway, let's start with Michael Jackson. I'm just gonna plead my case on why I think vitiligo didn't spread to his face. Okay, as we can see here, this is an example of Michael Jackson in his teens, probably when he was like 16. As you can see, vitiligo is right here. It's nowhere near his face. It's right here. It's a patch right here, and there's probably more patches on his body. And if you think this is Photoshop, it's not. I can prove it. Okay, we see the patch right here, and we see the lips. We see he didn't have a nose job. That's his natural nose. Okay, so there's another picture, probably a year or two later. No nose job. You can see the same thing, a little bit of vitiligo right there. No surgery done. No plastic surgery. Okay, let's go right here. Off the Wall album. Now let's look real close. As we see the nose, his natural nose. This is since '79, so this is probably like 4 or 5 years. Now this is probably like two to three more years from his teens. Probably 1 or 2. Now let's look and see if he had a nose job on the Off the Wall album. Probably not. Looks like the same nose, the same width, same fat in the middle right there. I don't think he had a nose job. I really don't. On the Off the Wall album. Could be wrong. This is another image I got. It said it was from the Off the Wall album, but I doubt this is from the Off the Wall. This is a little later. Probably a year or two later. After the Off the Wall. Nose still, it looks pretty much the same. Probably a little difference. Probably a tad little difference. I don't know. Let me I don't think he had a nose job. It looks pretty much the same. You seen the fat area, the width of the nose. Still looks the same from Off the Wall. So I pretty much think that's the same nose job. That's the same nose I meant. But somewhere between Off the Wall and Thriller, he had a nose job, as we can see right here. This is 1984. He definitely had a nose job. This is during Beat It. As you can see, it thinned out. His nose is thinned out right here. and it looks like it's cuffed in on the sides. You can look on the beat it video and also definitely tell he had a nose job. Right here you can see this is not a good example because he's scrunching his face, but beat it says it all. Another example, his nose is thinner. That's a good example right there. You see his nose is thinner from, this is 83 to 84. Nose is much thinner right here. Seems to be his size of the nose have come in some. Now pay attention to that and look at the off the wall again. That's a big difference, especially in video. You definitely can see a difference. If you don't believe me, just go to his off the wall videos and go to his Thriller videos. You definitely can see a difference. Now let's go to his Thriller video, Thriller picture again. That's beat it. See how thin it is? That's off the wall. So he had surgery. That probably was his first nose job. Okay. He didn't get the plan. He didn't change anything but his nose. His chin still the same. His lips still the same. Okay. So let's go to, this was in 84. So now let's go to 87. 3 years later. Bad. What did he do? Okay, he bleached his skin. And my case for vitiligo didn't spread to his face. He didn't have to bleach his skin because look at below his neck again. You can still see the pink patch of vitiligo right there. And you can see the cream, the bleaching cream. He started using the cream and started bleaching his face. The vitiligo didn't even spread to his face. You can see the vitiligo is still right here. So he didn't need to put the bleaching cream on. And I think he still has the nose from Thriller. Let's look closely. As you can see, the width is still the same from the Thriller video, from the Beat It video. So that's probably, this is in 87. So that looks like the same nose he had from 84. He didn't change. Still got the same nose. You can see the width, but he changed his chin. I think I heard somebody say Michael Jackson changed himself, tried to had plastic surgery with every new album he came out with. He changed something about his image with every new album. So you can see the indentation in the chin right there in 87, but the nose still looks the same. You see right there again, that dent in the nose looks the same from the Thriller album. It was long, a little pointy, but it looked good. It looked great. It looked perfect. Matter of fact, it was perfect for his face. He didn't need any more surgeries on his nose. He didn't have to put that cleft in his chin. But you can see the lips. Lips are natural. They're thick. They're not thick, but the top lip is thin. The bottom lip is a little thick, but that's perfect. No need for surgery. Okay. That was in 87. Only thing he changed was the cleft in his chin. 88, Moonwalker. You can see, looks like he thinned his nose out from the sides a little bit more. He brought his nose in. I guess he thought it was too broad or something. So he brought his nose in some. In 88, you can see it again more closely. You can see what he did. From 80, this is in 88. So during a Bad album, he changed his nose and his chin. So you can see how he brought his nose in. He narrowed his nose from 88 to that. See how that's width. See how that's wide. See the width of his nose right here. It's not wide. It's perfect. But see the width of it. See the big difference between that and that. He brought his nose in some. It don't look bad, but he should have stopped. He should have stopped. Okay. Another example. Right here again. So you can see the image is not playing with my mind. You can see clearly. That's a different nose from 80 from the bad. I mean from the Beat It video. That's a different nose from the Beat It video. This is a video still from Moonwalker video. You can see it's a different nose from the Beat It video. He brought it in. It looks good. He didn't need any more surgery. But he kept going. Did he change his lips here? No, his lip probably still look the same. I'm not sure. Let me see right here. His lips still kind of look the same from the bad video. So I'm not going to say he changed his lips right there, but you can see the chin, you can see the nose. He definitely changed. Okay, now that was 88, 87 during the bad era. Now 93. 1993. Lips still look, sort of look the same, but look, he changed his nose again. That's a different nose from 88. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but he changed nose again. It's more pointy. That's 93. It's more pointy right there at the end. And I think it's more thinner up here also, but let me check it out. Okay, let me go back. No, it's more pointy at the end, but let me see. Let me see. See right there? That looks good. You can see how pointy it is. I don't know what the hell he was going for. It is more upturned right here. You know, more upturned. This is the nose he died with. More pointy, more upturned. In 2001 right here. You can see the nose is very thin. Very different from Moonwalker. Very thin. Let's see. You see, very different from Moonwalker. It looks like he tattooed his lips red or something. But it also looks like he thinned his lips, because if you go to Where You Rock My World video, Rock My World video, you can see when he talks, it doesn't look natural. It looks like he can hardly move his lips when he talks. Just don't look right. So he did something to his lips, probably thinned them out. But you can see the nose. And I think this is caked on makeup. I don't think this is his natural skin. I think this is probably makeup. It's just so white. Probably makeup, I think. It looks so pale and white. This is the end of his life. See the same nose from 93. That big indentation right there. Some people say that it was a fake nose. But you can see the lips, the red. Looks like he got on makeup. I'm not sure though. Look like a lot of makeup. Red again. The nose. Definitely a major difference. But this is the nose he had since 93. Because this is the Dangerous tour from 93. And you can see the same nose. So he kept that same nose from 93. But like I said, he seemed to change. He stopped in 93 though. But before, he was going to the plastic surgeon with every album. With every different album that he came up with. But Moonwalker, he should have stopped at Thriller, but Moonwalker was okay. I kind of give him a pass, but he kind of went too far, but I gave him a pass. But you can see the difference between, it's not as upturned as it is right here, and it's not as upturned on this video in Moonwalker. You can see his nose is not as upturned. This was in 88, so. But when it came to 93, he definitely changed it again. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. but he did. And like I said, in the vitiligo, a lot of people have vitiligo, but it don't spread. Michael Jackson was so sensitive. He probably didn't even have to. It probably wouldn't have spread to his face. I don't think it probably. I don't. I'm probably wrong, but I don't think it spread to his face. I don't think he had to bleach his skin. You could tell he bleached his skin, but I could be wrong. But from right here, you can tell he bleached his skin. No vitiligo is on his face. Nowhere. It's just right there on his chest and probably other parts of his body. I don't think vitiligo never reached his face. I really don't think it ever reached his face. Because you would have saw it eventually, I think. I think you probably would have saw it. But because when you sweat, the makeup comes off when you sweat. Makeup don't stay on when you sweat. Makeup, that looks like his natural skin color. I don't see no sign of vitiligo. That's his natural skin. That's just the sign of bleach or what that he bleached his skin, but no sign of vitiligo, man. Could be wrong. I could be wrong though. Anyway, that's it.